Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making this really cute strawberry nail set. So let's jump right into the video. I'm actually going to be using a medium length square nail tip. This is from enailcouture and it's called Square on the site. And I did cut the number down. So usually when a customer will ask me to cut down a nail set, I usually don't know exactly how much to cut down because it's kind of hard, you know, when you don't have the person's nail bed in front of you. Some people have very short, stubby nail beds like mine, and then some people have very elongated nail beds. So cutting it down, there is a possibility that the nail will be too short for their actual nail bed. You know what I mean? So that's the thing when it comes to press on nails is I always prefer to just keep the nail length only a little tiny bit shorter than a medium. I usually don't do short length square. I will do it if someone asks, but a lot of the time I get nervous doing something like that because I don't know what their nail beds actually look like. Of course, you can always ask, but it's kind of hard, especially if you have multiple people that want it and you have to make sure you get it right. It's just a little bit safer to keep it at a medium length. So this customer always loves ordering her nail sets in a medium length square, cut down a little bit. She's one of my regulars, so I just used my square and I cut down the number only. So only the number, just a little bit, because I do file the nails at the very end off camera to get that really nice crisp shape. So that is what makes the nail a little shorter as well. And I'm going to be going in with my base color called Blushed Clay. This is from my shop, Nailsslayedbyval.com, and you can use code Nailslayer in all caps to get some money off of your order. Like at checkout, you just put the code in and you will save 10% off. So this is one of my favorite base colors, and I do cure in between each color for 60 seconds. Because these colors are sheer, you can totally get away with curing for only 30 and then do a full 60-second cure at the end because it is like a sheer base color. But if you're going to be using opaque colors, you always want to make sure that you're curing for the full 60 seconds. You definitely don't want to risk it. So that is what I'm doing here. As you can see that I'm going to leave the middle finger empty. That is because in the message that my customer sent me, she told me that she wanted the design on the middle finger to be different. So she kind of wants like a French tip design for some of the nails and then some strawberries and then a solid color here. So because this middle finger is going to have a solid color and it's not going to have so many different layers like the other nails are, I am going to actually put on 2 different layers of base coat gel. You can use any brand of base coat, and I'm going to do 2 layers cured in between so that way it has some strength to the nail, because I did already apply 2 coats to the other nails, and I don't know what it is, but color nails just seem to be a little thinner, so I always like to just make them a little thicker and make it the same thickness as the other nails by applying a base coat for any solid color nails. I'm going to be going in with this red gel polish. Hopefully I can come out with this red for you guys soon because it is so amazing. It's an anti-wrinkle formula, but it is so extremely pigmented. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And my nail brushes are going to be restocking very soon as well. I already have more on the way, so hopefully those will be up on my shop soon, but probably within a few months, not like right away, you know? So I'm going to be using this red gel polish with my nail brush, my 9mm Super Slayer brush. This brush is amazing if you need to fill in an area very quickly. My ultra thin brush line will not work really amazingly for this because my ultra thin brushes are meant for thin lines and perfecting like a smile line and things like that for French tips, whereas this 9mm brush is meant for filling in large spaces. So you can see here I'm using my 12mm French Slayer brush, which is from my ultra thin brush line. I have 2 brushes in my ultra thin brush line so far, and I'm so excited to announce that I will be having a long ultra thin brush coming very soon. So that is going to be something new for those of you guys that want a longer brush. But this is my 12mm. It's perfect for like medium length nails, short length nails. If you do nails that are a little longer, you might want a longer brush. So that is coming in the near future. And I'm going to just be using this to create my French tip smile line. I know a lot of people say I make it look so easy because I just go and freehand the smile line really quick and within a few seconds, but this took a lot of practice. So don't feel overwhelmed if you are not here yet. Beginning with nails is definitely a journey. Like there's so many different products that you have to get, so many different techniques that you have to learn. So starting off with the basics is always something that's going to help you in the long run. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to learn everything at once. You just want to start off with the basic things. So start off learning how to solid color the nails first. Like until you perfect a solid color nail set, then move on to a design. You know what I mean? So if your solid color nails right now still look a little lumpy, uneven, and you don't really know exactly how to apply the polish perfectly, then just continue to practice that first before you move on to the next thing. And once you perfect solid color nails, I would definitely recommend that you start perfecting French tip nails if you're going to be wanting to do nails for, for selling. Like if you want to eventually have clients and customers, French tip is one of the most popular designs right now, and I don't see it going away anytime soon because so many people ask me for it. So I would definitely recommend that you create French tip nails and perfect that next. And then you can also create something or perfect something like an ombre or even an aura design. Like aura is very popular. So aura and ombre kind of go hand in hand a little bit. They're very different in my opinion, but perfecting one of those would be very beneficial for you as well. And those are just like what I recommend for anyone that's beginning, because this video is catered towards beginners. So you can see that I'm just freehanding the smile line. I have multiple videos here on my channel on how to perfect a French tip. I can create another new video if you guys want me to create another video kind of going into in depth on how you can really perfect a French tip and what kind of brush I would recommend for something like this. A small short brush, like short and stubby brush, is going to be your enemy if you want to perfect a French tip. You do not want a short brush. I would definitely recommend you use the longer brush and preferably a thin brush, but my ultra thin brush line is created specifically for this. So I used my currently out of stock 12mm French Slayer brush for the French. I used my 9mm Super Slayer brush for the strawberries, and that brush is currently in stock, but there is only a few left. That is one of my brushes that is almost out as well. I'm literally almost out of stock of every brush. I think I already ran out of my other ones, but I'm just so glad that you guys love the brushes, and those of you guys that just find my brushes randomly, you guys love them as well. Like those of you guys that have barely found my channel recently, and I will be restocking it eventually in the future. But if you have been wanting a good filler brush, I would definitely recommend you pick it up, because I'm using it right here as well to create the stems for the strawberries, and it creates that really perfect liner gel look without it being too thin or too thick. So I really like using this for any type of little designs like these as well. So you can see I'm using it to create the strawberry stem and then also the strawberry seeds. Before I started painting on the stems though, I did put on a chrome resistant matte top coat. You can use whichever one you like. I'll put my favorite one in the description box, but you're going to want to cure it for a full 60 seconds. And then you're going to go in with your gel polish of choice. But what I would recommend the most is my Purrfect Black gel polish from my site. It is chrome ready, so your chrome is going to stick to it beautifully. I would just recommend you cure it for only 30 seconds. If you over cure it, then the chrome won't stick good. So 30 seconds is a perfect time to cure. Perfect amount of time for the chrome to be able to stick to it. So as you can see, I'm painting my design on here with the liner brush and the black gel polish. And again, this is called Purrfect Black from my shop, Nailsslayedbyval.com. And I'm going to be painting the little seeds and the little details and then just putting it in the lamp to cure for a full 30 seconds. And like I said, 30 seconds is just perfect. I actually tested it and tried curing for 15 seconds. I tried curing for 20, and 30 is the perfect amount of time. And anytime you have extra chrome, you can just rub it in. So first you're going to cure it, and then you're going to rub in the chrome of your choice. And then if you have any extra particles on there, you can grab a little cleanup brush, a little bit of acetone, and kind of wipe off the extra parts. But then you can also grab a sponge, like a makeup wedge sponge or any little sponge for nail art as well. And you can just clean off the extra chrome powder. And then that's when you can really go in with your top coat and fully top coat the nail and everything like that. So that is what I would recommend. So you can see I cleaned out the extra chrome, and then now I'm top coating the nail with my no wipe glossy top coat. This is my ultra glossy top coat also for my shop. So I'm going to be putting on one coat and then curing for a full 60 seconds. And this is going to be basically the finished layer for this. I did put on a glittery top coat on the middle finger, as you guys probably saw earlier. And this is the finished set. This customer always orders such beautiful and elegant designs with like really beautiful designs that just go together so perfectly. So once I finished this nail set, I did cure for the full 60 seconds, like I said, and I also file the nails off camera to make it a really nice crisp square shape. I feel like that's one of my specialties, is making sure that the nails look super nice and crisp and clean. And I love that this nail set has that salon nail set look, but it is a press-on nail set. So you can totally wear press-on nails and still have that salon look to your nails. It's not going to look so press-on-ish as long as you do it correctly. And you can totally do this at home too if you guys are wanting to get into doing nail art like this. And this is how the nail set looked in its box. It's so beautiful, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!